He didn't have to do much to drum up business, just hung up a poster at the coffee shop in town. He'd walk the dogs in the morning and evening, play with them a little, give them food, water, and something resembling love, and that was it. Besides, Eric liked dogs. They were a lot simpler than human beings. On a walk with Ginger, the day after Griffin's visit, Eric came across Mary in front of a large brown house. She was raking a pile of leaves down to the curbside. Eric lingered there, letting Ginger sniff around, hoping that Mary would notice him. "Hey!" She finally smiled. In truth, she seemed more interested in Ginger than in Eric, but he could live with that, happily. Mary bent down to greet the perky golden, who strained on the leash, lapping up the attention. Thoroughly slimed by sloppy kisses, Mary enthused, "I didn't know you had a dog." "She's not mine," Eric replied. He told her about his dog-walking business. "You live here?" "No, I just randomly rake leaves at strangers' houses," she deadpanned. "Oh, dumb question, I guess." She smiled at Eric, then spoke directly to Ginger in a high-pitched trill that Eric figured she reserved exclusively for canines. "You look thirsty. Are you thirsty, with your long tongue hanging out? I'll get you some water. That's right, you wait 1 minute. I'll be right back." Ginger seemed to think this was a great idea. Eric was okay with it, too. While Ginger slurped from a Tupperware bowl, Eric relaxed the leash and sat on the curb alongside Mary. He thought about Griffin, about David Hallenbach, and what had happened yesterday with Rudy's money. Eric wanted to talk about it, but he wasn't sure if he could trust Mary. Was she one of them? So he danced around the subject. "What have you been up to? I haven't seen you hanging out with Griffin and Cody and those guys," he said. Mary intently tore at a maple leaf until only the skeletal veins remained. "I'm trying to stay away from them," she confessed. "Too much weirdness." "Oh?" Mary shrugged, picked up another leaf, and began the shredding process over again. "Griffin can be—" Eric paused, trying to find the right words. "I don't know. Kind of hard to figure out." Mary snorted. "It takes a while, but you'll figure him out eventually." "Do you want to give me any tips?" Mary smiled tightly, her lips stretched thin. "I don't want to talk about him, to tell you the truth." "Okay, sure." Eric looked away, stood up. "Do you want company?" Mary asked. "Really?" "Beats raking." "Yeah, that'd be great." "There's a dog park not far from here," Mary suggested. "Ginger can run around off-leash." It was Eric's first time alone with Mary. Of course, not counting Ginger's company. The dog somehow made it easier, gave them a third thing, something outside of themselves that they could share. Mary found an old tennis ball, hurled it across the field. Ginger took off like a rocket, proudly retrieving it. Just an animal, doing what came naturally. They played that game for a long while, Eric and Mary taking turns throwing the ball, Ginger tireless and impatient. A few times, Mary's cell phone sounded. She'd flip it open, read a text message, flip it closed. At a certain point, she stopped talking. "You're frowning," Eric noted. "Is something the matter?" Mary shook her head, but a moment later she pulled out her cell, punched a few buttons, and handed it to Eric. "Here, look at this." There was a photograph of a girl's thick body. She wore shorts and a midriff-bearing shirt, with the head of a pig photoshopped onto it. "Who's this supposed to be?" Eric asked. "That's Chantel Williams. You know her?" "Sort of. We're in a couple of classes together." "Well, everybody is really mad at her." "Everybody?" "Okay, not everybody," Mary replied, conceding the point. "It's mostly Chrissy and Alexis. They want me to come over because they want to get her back." Eric didn't know Chantel well. She seemed okay. What did she do? "Flirted with the wrong guy, according to Alexis." After a pause, Mary confessed, "I know, you don't have to say anything. It's all so stupid." "What are they going to do?" Ginger dropped the ball at Eric's feet, then plopped to the ground herself, exhausted.